Ever feel like you need 100 different envelopes or way too many budget categories just to save for stuff in the future? Well, we've all been there, but don't worry because today we're talking about sinking fund in a chill and easy way. You don't need a pile of envelopes, no complicated system, and no endless spreadsheet. Just a simple intentional money move that actually makes sense. So before you peace out because budgeting sounds like a boring topic, hang tight because sinking fund can actually make your life easier and take the anxiety out of the money stuff. I'll show you how to set them up without turning your wallet into a filing cabinet. Plus, we'll talk about how this fit into financial minimalism, intentional spending, and keeping your money system clean and simple. Now let's get into it. Number one, what even are sinking funds? Okay, so sinking funds sounds super official, like only something finance pros talk about, but it's actually pretty simple. It's just money you stash away little by little for something you know you have to pay for later on. It's not for surprising stuff. That's what your emergency fund is about. But if you're planning like holidays, car repairs, insurance renewal, or maybe that brand new laptop you've been eyeing, think of it like having a mini piggy bank, digital or not, each with their own label. You might have one that says vacation or new outfit. Every month, you toss a bit of cash in there, and by that time that expense comes around, you already got the money ready to go. So why should you bother with this? Well, because it turns big scary expenses into tiny little chill ones. For example, right? Say you want to spend $1,200 on Christmas next year. Instead of panicking in December, you could just save $100 a month. And future you will be happy with the past version of you for not making December a financial disaster. And here's the real tea. Around 36% of Americans go into holiday debt every year, and 42% of them get hit with interest rate over 20%. Why let that happen when you could save up slowly and skip the stress? Number two, why you don't need 20 envelopes anymore. So you probably heard of the old school envelope budgeting method, where people have like a mountain of envelopes labeled car maintenance, vacation, new phone, dog emergencies, and so on. Some people love the tactical feel of real cash in envelopes, but for most of us, managing 20 envelopes or account is a lot like way too much. And here's the truth. You don't need a separate fund for every tiny thing. The more categories you add, the more complicated and overwhelming it gets. And budgeting should not feel like a full-time job. Minimalist money systems are greater than micromanage madness. Instead of juggling 20 envelopes, try grouping similar expenses together. For example, have one car stuff fund that covers maintenance, tires, and repair instead of splitting each one up. It's cleaner, easier to track, and way less brain power every month. Financial minimalism is all about keeping things simple and sustainable. Now think about it, right? If your system makes you want to tear into a spreadsheet, it's too much. So get rid of the sock drawer full of cash envelope and embrace a more streamlined setup. Fewer buckets, same result, way less chaos. Number three, the chill minimalist way to do sinking fund. Step one, pick your main money buckets. First thing first, don't try to save for everything all at once. That's how you burn yourself out. Instead, choose a few big areas that actually matters or tend to surprise you. Think of car, home stuff, holiday gifts, vacation, and bigger purchases. So instead of having a million tiny funds like oil change, new blender, or friend's wedding gift, you can just roll them up into bigger buckets. For example, car and home maintenance can include oil change, tires, repairs, appliances, etc. Holiday and gifts can have Christmas, birthday, wedding, all that good stuff. And vacation and travel can include getaway, flight, spontaneous weekend. And lastly, big buys. This is anything major you're saving up for. So as you can see, broad categories equal less chaos. Plus, if you're only managing 3 to 5 funds instead of 20, it's way easier to keep track and you'll actually see progress faster. Step two, figure out the how much and how often, so there's no need to burst out a calculator app and cry over math. Just decide how much you'll need when you'll need it. For example, want $600 for car stuff over the year? Cool, that's $50 a month. Want $1,200 for the holiday? Again, $100 a month will get you there, and that's actually around what most Americans spend anyway. If you can't hit those exact numbers, that's completely fine. Even $20 a month is better than nothing. The key here is consistency, not perfection. Slow and steady build the fund and keep you stress-free when those expenses hit. Step three, keep it simple before you start the money, okay? And here's where we get rid of the pile of envelope for real this time. You've got a few minimalist options. Option A, one main saving account for all your sinking fund. Just keep track of how much of that total belongs to each category. Like out of $2,000, $500 is for car and home, $700 is for holidays, and $300 is for travels. You can track it in a note app, journal, or a basic spreadsheet. Then you have option B, a few separate accounts for your big goals. If you like things a bit more organized, open 2 to 3 saving accounts, one for emergency fund, one for travel, and one for annual bills, etc. Some banks even let you label bucket inside one account, so it's all virtual. In the golden rule, do what's ever least complicated while still keeping your money organized and separate from your everyday spending. Minimalist finance is all about less effort, more clarity, and less mental clutter. Number 4, automate and simplify. Set it and forget it. Want to make sinking funds super easy? Automation is the cheat code. Once you decide how much goes into each fund every month, set up automatic transfers so it happens on autopilot. For example, every payday, you could have $50 set into your car stuff fund and another $50 into your holiday fund. You don't even have to think about it. It's like paying a bill, except this time, the bill is for the future you. And here's the sneaky bonus, right? Automating your transfers help you not accidentally spend your saving. If the money leaves your checking account right when you get paid, you never even miss it. Like that, you won't have time to even impulse buy. And lastly, intentional spending equals peace of mind. Okay, so here's the magic of sinking fund. They're basically intentional spending in action. You're not just writing it or reacting to a surprise course. You're saying, I actually want to spend money on this thing, so I'm planning for it ahead of time. That's the total opposite of impulse buying. It's you taking control and saying, this matters to me, I'm gonna fund it guilt-free. Whether it's a dream vacation, that shiny new gadget, or your annual insurance bill, you're spending on purpose, not out of panic or FOMO. And that's pretty much it. Clean, simple, and low maintenance. No more 20 tabs open in your brain trying to track which envelope has what. Less clutter, less stress equal more peace. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you gain any value from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification bell for more on sustainable fashion, personal finance, and minimalism. I'll see you guys in my next video.